Hi guys!
Hi there!
Welcome to another scintillating, action-packed episode of Lockdown Persepolis. We're back this week with a very much demanded recipe. Well, one person asked for it on social media somewhere. We're going to cook you eggs and dates this week. It's the simplest recipe in the world, it's super nutritious, and it's my second favourite brunch in the whole world. Once again, Mr. Shopkeeper's going to cook for you because he is that much more professional than I am. Also, I have a hurty thumb because, you know, because even good chefs are careless, and I'm not even a good chef, so there you go. Okay, he's going to get himself ready with, well, he's already powdered his nose. He's going to wash his hands. 20 seconds while I fill in with some wittering on about stuff. First thing I'm going to witter on about is the ingredients we're using today. First of all, we've got dates. This is actually the most important ingredient. Dates are super nutritious. They're full of all sorts of lovely vitamins. We're using Bam dates, which are from Bam in Iran. It's in a town in southern Iran, which was very much decimated by a terrible earthquake in 2004. Fortunately, a lot of their date crop did survive, and we're still able to get dates from there. They probably are the best dates in the world, and it's not just because I'm paid to say this, because I'm really not. They're chocolatey, they're gooey, they're very, very addictive. The second most important ingredient is the spices. This is baharat, which is an Iraqi 7-spice mix. This is a popular dish in Iraq as well. We sell the spice mix in this packaging, but you can buy it in all sorts of packaging. You can also buy your own. There is a recipe for it in Vegistan. It's a sweet mixture of 7 spices. It's mostly cinnamon and cardamom, so if you don't have any of this at home, just improvise with some ground cinnamon and cardamom. And then the third most important ingredient, because really there are only 3 ingredients in this recipe, are top range eggs. Now we use a lovely bunch of farmers down in Kent called Fairseat Farm Eggs. We've been dealing with them for 20 years. We're on such good terms with them that we actually FaceTime their chickens sometimes. In fact, when the chickens had their own lockdown during some farming crisis recently, I was sent videos of the chickens playing with cabbages. They're happy souls. Anyway,
and that's no joke, that's true.
That is actually true. These eggs are really, really good. It's important to use really good quality eggs. You can taste the difference. Other than that, we're just going to use a little bit of oil, butter and salt, which don't really count as ingredients because they're in everything. Okay, let's swap places, off we go.
Okay then, well, you guys, you want to have this bit on the grill?
Shit, there we go. Can we see what we're doing? We're improvising here.
Amateurs. There you go.
He's talking about me there. There we go.
Talking about me. Okay, a bit of oil. This is pomace oil, by the way. They were asking us what oil actually we're using. This is pomace oil, which is the stone of the olive.
So you still get some of the goodness, but it means that you can heat the oil to a higher cracking point. Oils with a low cracking point smoke, and that's potentially carcinogenic, and we don't want that.
Butter, of course, and quite a bit of it. Because
butter makes everything better. Betty knew what she was doing when she bought a bit of butter.
Butter junkie. Okay, now I need dates. You can use as many, this way, hello. You can use as many or as little as you want. So, usually in the restaurant for a, wow. There you go, just put it down, there you go.
Reader, I had the camera confiscated.
Usually we use about 6 to 7 dates per portion, but you can use as many or as little as you want. But we found that it's quite rich, so about 7 dates is more than enough to make that dish for you.
7 dates is enough to make your hair curl. It's no coincidence that dates are the food of choice during Ramadan, to break fast, because they're full of, well, they've got some protein, they're full of sugar, and they give you immediate burst of energy. They're also full of vitamins, especially vitamin B and D. This is a really lovely breakfast to get kids off to a good start during the day because it's sweet enough to bribe them to eat it, but it's actually also doing a lot of good as well. In the restaurant we also make this dish with tofu. If you're making it with tofu, simply leave out the butter. And as and when we add eggs at that stage, you'd use some well-drained, finely chopped tofu instead.
I 70% agree with this. I think you should put the tofu at the same time as you put the dates, because I do like it a bit more crispier than softer. But then again, it's a choice. So anyway, this is sealed now, and that is when you're gonna add the spice.
Okay.
You don't want to add the spice way before, otherwise it's just gonna burn it.
we're making sure that the spice and the butter mingle really, really well. Important thing with spices is to get them infused into the oil, so you should always add them before you add any wet ingredients and let them infuse through the dish.
Once when they start glowing and they go a little bit softer than what they are, but yet tiny bit crispier on the skin, that means that they're ready.
You can add salt at any time. You can add it halfway through when you crack the eggs in or whatever. I always put it in the beginning because otherwise I forget, and I'm a well-known salt fascist. I hide salt, so there we go. A little bit of salt.
This is ready.
Okay, we're just going to crack a couple of eggs in.
Mix the eggs. So the dates are all covered in egg.
It's up to you how much you cook the eggs. We tend to serve all our eggs runny, unless somebody asks for them to be well done. That's already one of our viewers ringing in to ask for the next recipe. I'm just going to ignore that telephone. Maybe for the next video we'll discover the edit button. Okay, now while that's cooking, Mr. Shopkeeper is going to cook some bread. You can serve this dish over any type of bread, gluten-free or flat bread, sliced bread, chunky bread. We're using Khorma from our lovely baker's Dina. We've been using Dina for 20 years now. We've got a very, very good relationship with them. Some of their recipes even made it into some of our cookbooks. They are still delivering during lockdown 2020, for which we are very grateful. So we have a good supply of long life bread, fresh baklava.
I get a bit closer so they can see how gooey that is.
I wish you could smell it. We don't yet have the technology.
I can smell it.
The aroma of cinnamon and cardamom they're our main ingredients in our happy secret recipe happy mix.
I'm going to heat up my bread.
They're very, very, very heady. Okay.
This is coming out along very nicely.
Brunch is nearly ready, guys. Back to safety. There we go. Sorry if I made you feel seasick. This is one dish, I'm a bit of a peasant I have to say, and this is one dish that's quite nice to eat out of a saucepan and frying pan. For obvious reasons we don't do this in the restaurant, but I have been known to stand there and scoff it out of the frying pan. Obviously it's quite a civilised thing to do, actually, to put it on plates with a small salad garnish. Mr. Shopkeeper's always comes out looking brilliant, and then he comes out looking like, well, just scrambled eggs. There we go, guys, that's all there is to it.
Bit of dressing if you want, not on the eggs but on the side. And there you go. Voila.
I'll go and put the kettle on, shall I? And the Persian name for this dish is
Khorma Malous.
Khorma Malous. There we go. And what does that mean?
It means no, it means fluffy egg.
Fluffy eggs. There we go.
No, fluffy dates.
Fluffy dates. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Thank you for watching, guys. We'll be back very soon with another lockdown recipe from Persepolis.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.